Guys, just now I have messaged you to all in chat box. Please check the chat box. There, I have shared two links. One is for to create your ID in developer arc, and same way, once you get the ID to reset the password, once you reset the password, you can log in with this ID, login.salesforce.com. And class notes also I have shared, so please go through that. If you start doing the practice, then you'll be getting more doubts, so that will be very easy to understand Salesforce knowledge. And every Saturday and Sunday we will not be having classes. In case if you need any doubts, we'll have session on Saturdays or Sundays as per your availability. Okay, now coming back to our regular class. So yesterday we have created one app called as 9 Tech Solutions, and yesterday we have learned how to create app, and we know how to create object. Now, to before jumping into the topic, I just want to share one small pic. See, Salesforce application will work like this in pyramid paragraph. Like, first we'll create one application, then we'll create object, then we'll give options to add data, then we'll using the application. So yesterday we said, right, first we'll create one app. In that, again we'll prepare a few lines, then whatever we are going to have any data, whatever we are going to start using the data, then we'll call them as entire application, how it will be used, and now we'll check it. See, as usual, go to setup. Now what we are going to do is we are going to start creating fields. Yesterday we have created employee information object. In that, what are the fields we require? Just click on employee information. If you click on new, only employee ID is coming. So generally in employee information, what kind of details we need? Employee name, or employee first name or last name, date of birth, etc., etc. So for that, what we do is I'll create duplicate tab, and now I'll go to setup. To create fields, again come to left side and come down, build, and click on create. Here you can see apps, custom labels, interaction, objects. So here, click on new. uh, then you'll be getting one field automatically which we have created, and here there was a small button. These are once you click on this, we'll be getting all options. So this is one option to create fields, and another one is go to setup and click on objects, and here employee information, where we have, yes, edit. One minute. Employee information. Once you click on this, come down, and here you can find option called as custom fields and relationship. So if you click on this new, you'll be getting this format. We'll call this one as data type. Data type in the sense which kind of data we are going to enter in that particular object. See, data type in the sense, example, name. What kind of data type will be entering in name? text type. Okay, in case if you want to update any employee email, see here you can see email. So text area we can go with name. In case if you want to put mobile number, you can go with number. If you want to put any percentage, you can click on percent, and date, time, currency, checkbox. I'll tell you when checkbox can be usable, and URL. URL whenever everyone knows that how to use URL and all. See, whenever if you want to share a particular location, we'll go with URL data type and we'll save there itself. So now we can see text format. So click on text and click on next. So here I'm going to give employee first name. Shit. Employee first name. Length you can give 20 or else 30, and I'm not touching anything here. Whichever having red line, you can see one red line here. That means it should be we need to end must and should we need to enter any text in that particular lines in boxes. See here, length you have red line, first label field label you have red line, field name you have red line, and coming to description help text there is no line. That means if you are not entering anything here also, it'll take it. So click on next, and this is you can give visible for all. Click on next, then save. So now go back to employee information, click on it, and click on new. See here, employee first name came. Oh, sorry, I wrongly mentioned as name. Give me a minute. In case if you want to delete this one, same thing. Go here, custom fields and relationships. Delete it. We'll do it once again because instead of first name, I wrongly typed the spelling here. So click on new text. Next, employee first name. Next, next. Wait. Uh, Click on visible for all the profiles. Guys, profile we'll discuss in next classes. Profile in the sense, as of now we can think like it's just one kind of department, that's it. So now we are going to give the access for all the departments which can be visible. Click on next, save, and now here first name, employee first name, we got it. So same like this, we'll create a new field called as employees last name. So now this one we have done in classic. We'll see how we can create in lightning. So click on lightning experience. Okay, so go to nine dots symbol here and go to view all. What is our application? Nine tech solutions. Yes, in 9 solution we have a home and employee information. Just click on employee information, click on new here. See, employee ID, employee name. Owner of the object in the sense who has created this object, that person will be owner of this object. And now close it. Now we can see how to create another field in Lightning. So for that, click on this setup option, 9 gear option. Click on this. Click on setup, and here click on object manager. What is the object name? Employee information. So search here employee information is available or not. Yes, here employee information, or else we can give click find search bar like employee. You just type it, then it will come. Yes, click on this. Then here left side you will be getting all kind of details about this object. So click on fields and relationships. Yes, what are the fields they have created in this object we can see here. So employee ID, name we have already done this, first name also we have done this. So here click on new. So again now we are going to create employee last name field. So that is will give text data type. Click on next. So what is the field label? Employee last name. You can give 20 or 30, your wish, and click on next. Visible for all, and click on next. Save. That's it. Another field has been created. See here, employee first name, employee last name. So in case if you want to see that object information, sorry, employee information object, just click on object manager. You'll be getting this one. So click on setup. Sorry, here give refresh, because why I am giving refresh, because just now we have created another field. So just give refresh and click on new. See employee ID, it's already see here, uh, it's showing dot symbol in red color. That means it's a must and should we need to enter in this employee ID, otherwise it will not take it. But when you come to employee first name and last name, we haven't make this one as required. So that is the reason you will not get any red symbol, red start symbol here. Okay, so now we have created two fields, employee first name and last name. What else we can create? Which kind of information we required about employee? Can I have suggestion from your side? Guys, any suggestions from your side? What kind of information we required from employee? First name, last name, okay.
Employee date of birth.
What's enough?
Employee date of birth.
Yeah, okay. Employee data birth will create. So again, we'll go to classic. So just click on this profile, and here you can find switch to Salesforce classic option. Click on classic. Yes. Now we have entered in classic, and here I will show you one more shortcut key to create fields. Click on new. You'll be getting first name, last name, and here this arrow symbol, just click on this arrow symbol. We'll be getting a few options, view objects, view fields, view validation tools, etc. etc. In that, click on view fields, then page will open. See here, go to custom fields and relationships. In that, click on new. Okay. So now date of birth option. For date of birth, which kind of data type we can use? See here, date is available here, date and time also available. So for date of birth, we can go with date data type. Click on next. Field label, date of birth will give. Okay. If you click on required here, then date of birth should be must and should entry field. So for date of birth, I'm not giving this one. We'll prepare few more fields. In that, we'll give a required field. Okay. So click on next. Click on visible. Click on next. Save. So again, go back to employee information. Click on new. See, date of birth. Here we need to enter in this format only: month, date, year. Same will come. So in case if you want to put any data of birth here, you can select month and year, and date you can select. Okay. So go back to field type again. Few more fields will be create. Can we create email or experience? Let me check what are the data types available now. Yes, you can create email, you can create number, number, or you can create mobile number. URL not required, time not required for as of now. Pick list value. How it will works? Pick list value we'll see. Pick list value in the sense, generally whenever we are giving options to other people, like say yes or no. That time yes or no they should select. That time we'll go with the pick list value. Pick list for multi-select. Multi-select in the sense, sometimes we'll be having different options, like to select uh, whenever we are writing exam, we can go with two or three centers as per availability, right? So that time multi selections will be there. So whenever we want to create a multi select, that time we'll go with this kind of pick list. So now we'll see this pick list value. What could be the field to enter pick list value? Any suggestions, guys? Can we put it marital status, or we'll go with gender, male or female? Okay. Okay. So I'm just giving next, visible, next, save. So as of now, what we have done, we have created object, we have created fields. So uh, as we discussed in PPT, we have created the platform. I mean app creation. We have created the section like table box, and give option to add data like serial number, teacher name, school name, etc., etc. We discussed yesterday, right? Like that. Now using the application. how we can use this application. We will see. Now client came back to you and he is very happy for you about these fields. Now he want to enter his employee details in this object. What he can do is he'll be click on employee information, and if you click on go also it will come edit create new. I'll tell you later. So now click on new. We'll be getting this information. Employee ID should be text format we gave. So 9 tech 001 employee first name. Okay, date of birth we can give okay, March. Sorry, date of birth here we have wrongly selected this. And gender male we give. Just save. Record has been created. So and now just click on employee information. Here you can see employee ID 9 tech 9 tech 001. This is called as record name is 9 tech 001. So in case if you want to create new one, again go with 9 tech 002. And here guys, while we are creating object itself, there was a option called as text or auto number. If we give auto number, anytime we need not to mention like 002 like that. Anytime we need not to mention, automatically that number will be generated. And while you click on employee information, employee ID will not be displayed because as it's a auto generation number. Okay, so employee first name. Can I have any suggestions from your side? You can tell any first name or last name. Okay, let it be. We'll go with okay. That's it. See here, you can check, edit, delete, clone, sharing. These options currently edit in the sense you understand. If you click on edit to do any changes, you can do it. You can do Narendra instead of Naren and give save. And you would have get a one more doubt. What is the difference between save and save and new? Save in the sense it will get saved and it will go back to our main menu, or it will shows to it will go back to record. In case if you give save and new, very next step you can create another record. Let me show you once again. Okay, here I can change Narendra and click on save and new. Next one you will be getting it. So here again I'll give 9 tech 003. I'll give employee first name, last name, and date of birth. Female. Save. So now click on employee information. You'll be getting records here. Here we have only three records. So the return you can see here itself. In case when you entering any organization, you'll be having lack of records. That time Here you'll be getting numerical digits, numerical information. Like if you click on A, whenever starting record name with A, all records will be displayed here. Like that it will be. So any doubts, guys, as of now? So what we have done is we have created one object is a one table. In the table, again we created fields. Now in the fields we have entered data. Data means records has been created. So this is how this is the first step in any application as per the client requirement. Any doubts as of now, guys? Okay. So now, before jumping into the another topic, we'll just see what are the types of sandboxes. Sandbox, in the sense, as I said earlier in first class, it's just Xerox copy of production. Whenever you are getting any job, once you're entering the organization, you will not do anything in production directly. Everything as per client requirement. If you want to do any changes in the production, or if you want to do any, if you want to write any coding and all, you'll go to only sandbox, not in production. So once you have done in sandbox, we'll prepare change sets, then we'll move to production to should not impact anything on users. So that is the reason we'll go with sandbox. We'll be having different kinds of sandboxes. They are developer sandbox, developer pro sandbox, partial data sandbox, full sandbox. Every sandbox will be having their own benefits and usage. So coming to developer sandbox, it copy only configuration from the production environment, and it won't copy real-time data. So whatever you are having information in production, will not be having in sandbox, because it depends on sandbox. So we can't test the configuration changes with sample data. Sample data limit will be only 200 MB, and refresh time interval is only 1 day. So in case if you do anything in sandbox, in developer sandbox, that data will be available in sandbox only for 1 day. After that, automatically will be collapsed. If we refresh, all the sandbox contents will be replaced with production environment. I mean production content. So next one, developer pro sandbox. It is also copy configuration from the production environment. There is no real-time data. Sample data limit will be 1 GB, and refresh time interval will be 1 day as usual. Same like developer sandbox. Coming to partial data sandbox, these are the same copy configuration from the production environment and copy certain amount of real-time data. I mean, sometimes whichever we have in production, we'll be getting same data in data sandbox. And here coming to data limit will be 5 GB. See here you can get only 200 MB, and here you will be getting 1 GB, and here you will be getting 5 GB. As I said, depends on sandbox. Every sandbox will be having their own benefits. For each table, it can copy maximum of 10K records. Table in the sense, in our language just now we created one table. What is that? Nothing but object. Okay, refresh interval days will be 5 days. And coming to full sandbox, it is exact replica of the production. Copy both configuration and entire real time data from the production. Refresh time interval will be 29 days. In full sandbox, we'll be having lot of benefits, because whatever you are doing the work in full sandbox, it will not get destroyed within 1 day or 5 days compared with other sandboxes. And whatever you're having the information in data, sorry, in production, same thing will be available in this sandbox also. So this is a sandbox. This is what sandbox information. This is just for your knowledge, because whenever you are entering the organization, you will be getting sandbox credentials only first. Then you will be getting production credentials. So I have one doubt, guys. Once you get credentials of sandbox, how can we log in the sandbox? Any idea? Any idea, guys? So just now I said production environment and sandbox environment, and you'll be getting credentials from your client or from your manager, from somebody else. So what could be the link for sandbox and what could be the link for production? Here it is. This is the link for production, login.salesforce.com, and this is for sandbox. Test.salesforce.com will be sandbox environment, and login.salesforce.com will be production environment. For your information, I'm just sending in chat box. So while you are practicing Salesforce, you need not to touch test.salesforce.com because we don't have any sandbox while you are learning. Once you get the job, then you can understand what is the difference between login.salesforce.com and test.salesforce.com. As of now, you can go with only this link, not this one. Okay. So now we understood object creation and app creation and field creation. So what is the difference between app and profile? Just now as I show you what profile is, in sense nothing but it's one kind of department. So profile versus app setting will be only visible and default. Visible when we check the option that department can see work on the app. If we don't check, then that particular department will not be seeing that object. If you click on default, whenever a new user from the department will log into Salesforce, instead of showing him any other apps like sales marketing, it will shows directly or it will open for that particular user. And coming back to our regular class, main topic is relationships. So first day itself, I said this is how structure will be, admin structure. So we know how to create apps, we know how to create objects. One minute, guys. So now we are going to start with relationships. Relationships in the sense, let me show you how it will be. See, while we are creating anything in Excel sheet, for example, name, teacher name, mm, marks, percentage. So here, student name will be take it as Raju, and teacher name will be okay. Marks will be 90. So now, what is the relationship between these two? He is a student. He is a student, and he is teacher, right? Okay. In same format we have, we can understand. And one more, in case if you don't have these labels, how can we understand if I ask anything, what is the difference between Raja and Somu? How may we know that? So, relationships in organization, it will be depends on how it will be usable in the application. I mean, in organization for the client. For example, just go back to Salesforce environment. And here we have created employee information object. Other than this employee information, we don't have any object. So to have to know to understand relationships, we need to create more objects and more fields we need to have. So for that, once you created the app, once you created the object name, then we'll start doing the relationships like lookup relationship. We have five types of relationships. One is lookup relationship, and next is master detail relationship, and next one many to many relationships. Fourth one hierarchy relationships, self relationships. Actually, whenever you are attending the interviews, while coming to relationships, they'll be asking first questions, this one only. In many organizations they can tell only these three. If you tell these three, then they can understand you're having minimum knowledge. But if you tell this hierarchy relationship and self relationship, then they can understand that you know something about Salesforce, like compare with others. That's what they can understand. So now we can see what is lookup relationship. This is used to connect objects in simple way. It will be works on standard objects as well as custom objects. What is the difference between standard object and custom object? Whichever Salesforce is providing to us by default, for them we'll call as standard object, and whatever we are creating the objects as per client requirement, those objects called as custom objects. Okay. Now it's most simple type of relationship. It helps to closely connect two objects, and it is used whenever we don't have much dependency between two objects. So if you want to start relationships, we need to have one more object. So one more object, instead of creating related to employee information, we can create other objects like student teacher, or employee or manager, or student or trainer, whatever just now we discussed here. Or else product product and customer. See, relationships, whenever we have two objects, then only we can show the relationships. So now we'll create another object called as product or customer. Instead of that, we'll see worker or employees, because why I'm not creating another one now. If you see here, objects, we have these many objects, and every time we created college student and company consultant and employees, etc., etc. So I need to remove these objects and I need to recreate again. So if we have another object, then only we can show it very easily. So tomorrow in next class we will discuss about all relationships in single class. So better we'll be having doubts clarification now, next 5 minutes, then we'll close the session for the day. Tomorrow, before coming to the class itself, I'll create few more objects and fields. In which way, you know now how to prepare objects and fields. So once we have more objects and fields, then it will be easy for you to understand what are the fields we have, and what kind of relationships we have in between them. Okay, guys. Any doubts as of now? And one more. Go to lightning experience. So click on get account. Yeah, 1 minute. Here we can see how many records has created. Same records is displaying. So if you click on new, wait a minute, guys. I'll create one more field to show you required column. 1 minute. Go to setup, object manager, employee information, fields and relationships. Click on new, text. Here I can put it experience need in years. Not required. I'm giving a job experience. Length, and here I'm clicking on required. Click on next, next, save. Now go back to 9 text solution object, give refresh, and now click on new. See here, why it is not coming? Just now we have created, right? Job expense is showing here. Experience just now we have created is showing here. Delete. We'll create one more time. Employee information, fields and relationships. Click on new, text. Click on next. Job experience. Okay. Save. We have done it and job expense is showing. Yes. Sorry, that time I haven't saved or something went wrong. So here, see employee ID. We can see star symbol in red. There is a small red symbol, small star red symbol, and here also for job expense we gave. In case if you are not entering anything in this line, this record will not going to be saved. We'll see 91004 employee name, date of birth. Okay, gender male, and experience I'm not giving, and click on save. It is not getting saved because we make it as a required field. So job expense give 2 years, then click on save. That's it. It got saved and created by last modified and owner. You can see the names. So now you can see how we can give required field. How can we make it required field in the object? And tomorrow we can see how to make the relationships between two objects. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to close the session for the day. Any doubts as of now? And guys, today I have shared the drive video only. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be getting a YouTube link directly. Due to my network issue, I haven't do my work today. So that is the reason very lately I have shared to you people. And tomorrow we can meet on same link, guys. Thank you, guys.